Hey y'all, welcome back to the Reality Kingdom where we put the real in reality or whatever. Period.
Period.
I am your host, Lisa Rose Lux Mama.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And we're joined by our charismatic, unique, nervously talented
Yes.
Pharaoh famous.
Yes, baby. We
Pharaoh.
are.
How you feel about this
Lisa.
episode, Pharaoh?
Lisa, honey, this episode was very interesting for me. It was giving slightly problematic with the decisions. I don't know if I'm a
Oh,
big
well.
fan of all the decisions. However, we're here, and honestly, I am happy with the results of the queens that are moving forward. So I'm just gonna shut up. And
I'm
not
happy with the results, but let's keep it motherfucking real. Olivia Lux was robbed, and I'm sick of the games. I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm gonna come up here and stand up for my melanin sister, my Pisces sister, my season. What season was she on?
14,
No,
11,
13, I believe.
13.
Right? No,
not 13. 14.
Ooh, I'm calling
I was
her
right.
sister. I don't know her
I was
original
right.
season. Which one?
14.
It was not 14, girl.
Then it was 12.
It was one of the seasons, okay? That is my mother, okay? And I may not remember the season, but I don't remember half of these whole season, okay? I don't keep up with that part. I just know they was on a goddamn show.
Queen,
the point
regardless.
is, Olivia Lux is that motherfucking girl, okay? Now, did she eat up all of the brackets? No. But at the end of the day, you deserve your win.
13!
Your win.
It was 13? Yes.
I don't know why I don't remember her with Simone and Candy Muse.
No, honestly, when I thought of Simone, I was like, it's not 13. But she was on that same season, maybe.
I think it's because honestly her trajectory just kept ticking down. Ugh, mama, I hated that for her. But she fucking dominated this fucking episode. Let's be motherfucking real. It's about family resemblance, and then they gave him that extra performance challenge. They literally praised her for having the family resemblance, and then they praised her performance, which is also really fucking good. I would say she had the top look, and then she had the second best performance of the night, and she didn't even get top 2. No shade to my sister Bosco. While I like her, baby, she should not have been in top 2. Let's just keep it a buck 50, bitch. That was not giving family resemblance. That was not giving. Maybe that wasn't even giving cousins, bitch. That wasn't giving two goddesses on different deities on different days in different universes on different.
It very much so was.
That was not giving. That was not giving family resemblance. Let's just be real. RuPaul wanted Bosco and her big ass titties in the final round.
And rightfully so. I wanted her there too.
I also wanted Bosco there, but she should have got there fair and square.
Period.
She should have got there fair and square. I'm so sorry. Okay. If you were going to pick what you wanted, RuPaul, why do the points? Drugging? Oh,
is it drinking? But no,
Lisa,
I was telling you, I was thinking the same thing, because after watching the episode, it's very, very clear they had a particular set of people who they did not want to move forward and who they wanted to move forward. If that was the case, you should have just let it play out normally, because the only thing that was fucking them up from having Bosco move forward was the fact that they pretended that the girls were able to give out points and you can give your points out and it's fair and I don't understand the point of that, honestly. I feel like they should have just scrapped the point system of them handing it out altogether and just gave them points based on the challenges, because if we went based on the challenges, Bosco still would have made it to the next round how they wanted it to occur. So it's like, why have this illusion of the girls being able to help each other out and there could be this alliance? Girl, throw it all away. You want the girls that you want to get to the end. Just make that happen. However you need to make that happen. But I don't understand why it's happening in this. So I don't know. I feel like they're trying to play us. And I don't like feeling played. I feel like they tried to play us with this point system. They're trying to play us with this. And then we get to this episode and it's very clear that you just wanted Bosco to move forward. Because Bosco had zero family. Bosco had the worst. Well, Deja Sky was looking a mess. But other than that, Bosco had the worst family resemblance this entire episode. Like, how is she even if it wasn't Olivia, it wasn't Bosco. I would have rather Aja.
It would have been Aja. It would have been Aja. Like, Aja's the only other option, but it's honestly a fool that she didn't get her chance in the top. Like, it's just bullshit. Like, you just truly did not want her to get it. He did not want her in the final round. And honestly, I would feel kind of played. Like, you played in my face, RuPaul. Olivia could have been in that top 2. And she could have gotten an extra point for winning the lip sync, because I do think she could have won that lip sync.
I agree. And this is my thing. If you were gonna rig it, I feel like they should have just had Olivia in the top 2 and not had her win rig the lip sync. Don't rig her away from even being in the top 2, even getting a point at all. Like, she basically had Olivia come here and said, you did trash and you didn't win any of the rounds. That's not fair, and that's not true. You should have had her win this round. If you didn't want her to move on, sure, she doesn't win the lip sync. Who cares? Rig that part. Don't rig her all the way out of the round. Why are you lying?
Well, they couldn't play the game like that because let me think. When they by that,
they had them points, and she already had 3 points.
She already
Why
had
have
3.
them give out the points?
So she would have got to 5, and then could have potentially had 6. But 5 was the breaker for Aja to get in. So if she had gotten 5, then it would have been automatically that she would have been in the top. And we would have had no. I mean, I guess it could have still given away the votes, which could have changed it around a little bit. But it's very clear they did not want her to be a front runner in that way, and that is just annoying because at the end of the day, you set up these rules, you set up this cast, and it just feels like, well, we're already getting riggery. What are we going to get for the next few weeks here? Are we just going to get a winner that you want, RuPaul? Is that what's going to happen?
It feels like bullshit, and I didn't like this point system in the last All Stars too, because we ended up in a final 3 where, no shade, Vanjie, love my girl Vanjie, love her down, love her down, love her down. But Plastique Tiara was in the top 4 of the 5 rounds they had last motherfucking time, and she didn't make the final 3, and that just didn't make sense to me, and it's because of the point system and shit. And I don't think I like maybe I don't like the point system. Like, maybe I should blame that. I don't know, but it just feels like basically RuPaul's favorites race. And it's like she just wants her favorites to come back, which is why Georges is back for the 8th time, which is why Ginger Minj is back for the 9th time.
30th time.
Like, these are her faves, and she wants her faves to do good. And if you're not her fave, then you're gonna go ahead and go home. It feels like Deja, Phoenix, not even feels like. It's obvious that Deja and Phoenix were here, and Olivia were here to fill spots. And it's like, you should have just did a 10-person cast. Why do this whole bracket style if every bracket you have 3 girls that you probably just don't even want to move forward? I bet you my bottom dollar, this next bracket is going to be very obvious with the 3 girls who she don't want to move forward in, and just so happen they're not going to make it forward. Whether I
could guess right now who it is, but we'll wait till we get to the pink bracket.
Right, because even last round, I could argue Deja should have been in the top. That time it was a little bit, I guess, girl, but it's like, are you playing Deja and Olivia because you never wanted Deja and Olivia to move forward? You just want to hear them as placeholders? Because no shade, they're not the most boisterous all-stars I've ever seen. Aja and Bosco are more boisterous all-stars. So it's like, if that's the case, if that's what you just wanted, why not just have the season with 10 girls? Literally. Don't piss me off.
Yeah, it's really annoying. It's really annoying because it just feels like essentially he's going to do whatever he wants. And then, let me see. Yeah, Cass Wash mentioned earlier that Phoenix would have just given Bosco her point, even if she wasn't in the top. So that probably would have brought Bosco up to 5. And Ru, you already said you choose the winner. So give Olivia her top 2. Maybe don't give her the win. And then you just choose Bosco over Olivia. All I'm saying is, regardless if Olivia should have moved on or not, don't play in her face. I hate when I feel like I watch a season and RuPaul is playing in the girls' faces. Like, you know damn well she won that goddamn makeover. Let's just keep it a buck. She won that challenge. If she didn't do shit else, she won that makeover challenge. Okay? But
I agree.
Girl, let's go ahead and get past it. And I used to complain about it, girl. It's RuPaul's Drag Race. Child.
It is RuPaul's. The name is in the title.
No, when Lisa Rose take the spot.
Uh-oh.
Huh. Child. Let's get into the episode.
Period.
Starting with the most valuable queen points, essentially leaving off the episode, the 4 bottom girls have to give away their dedicated points. The bottom 4 this time was Aja, Phoenix, Olivia, and Deja. Now, what I found hilarious was that Aja comes in and she's saying that she's going to give her point to Olivia because that's her Mimu sister. Like, we're the alliance. This is what she said. I think this is the platinum tier.
Right, exactly.
This is the highest tier, diamond tier.
This is the highest tier. So she knew she was giving it to her sister.
However, at episode 1, when Olivia episode 2, I believe it was, when Olivia asked, Aja said she didn't know what she was gonna do.
She did.
So now all of a sudden you know what you're gonna do.
All of a sudden,
Aja, baby, you can't do that, mama, because when you were asked before, you were being strategic. You said, I don't know, because I have an alliance with Irene, Olivia, and Deja. You knew what the tea was. But now all of a sudden you want to get your point, and now you expect it back. I mean, Aja, you can't do that, mama.
I get it though. I get it because now she's vulnerable. Now she actually got to give a point. So she's like, hold on, let me make sure my girl Olivia knows exactly what's going. But Olivia didn't give a fuck. which I guess shout out to her for that. No shade, because Olivia gave her point to somebody else. No shade.
So basically, nobody wanted to go first at first, and then Deja was like, "Well, Aja, you have the most points, so you can go ahead and go." And Aja, she gave it to her Mimu sister Olivia, and then Phoenix gave it to Deja, and then here go Olivia. And that's the thing too. Like, I don't know why she couldn't proceed, bitch. She was bringing messiness this entire bracket.
No,
she was really one of the major entertainments for me. I don't know.
She was carrying.
She gives hers to Deja. Okay, Miss Melanation Station. And then Deja gives her point back to Olivia. So by the end of this dispersion of the MVQ points, Bosco and Irene are still tied with 4. Deja, Olivia, and Aja all have 3. And then we have Miss Phoenix Child with 1.
So this is my thing, Lisa. This is my question. Olivia ends up kind of claiming that it was because we're all Melanation sisters. I'm not saying she's being manipulative, but do you think she just wants to win? Because she's claiming that it's not just because she wants to win. I feel like, girl, you just didn't want to give Aja an extra point because Aja's going to take a spot in the final 3.
Well, she basically said that, though. She told her throughout the episode that this was for the Melanation Station. It was to put us all on a similar level. That way, one of us had a chance. If she had given her point to Aja, Aja would be in the lead. And she said that if she didn't give her point to Deja, Deja may not have given her point to her, which means Olivia would have been fully out of the competition, even if she did win. So I think at the end of the day, Aja was probably not upset fully because she realized that. Like, at the end of the day, Olivia has to do what's best for her. Of course, she wants to win, and she has to set herself up for the best way to win. And if she can't keep her point, then I'm gonna give it to Deja. A bitch like me would have gave it to Phoenix.
Not the Phoenix child.
Girl, I would have gave that point to Phoenix to kept it moving. I don't give a damn. She can have 2 points. What's she gonna do with 2 points? She ain't winning. No, she ain't.
But I guess that is true. They could have gave it to Phoenix because the partner was like, she's saying, "Oh, Melanation Station." I was like, is it Melanation Station or is you don't want to go home? Because I guess it could be both.
Well, it's both. It's definitely both.
It's both.
I think that she is using this as a way to ease Aja when I think the main reason is that she wants a chance to win. However, in a way, she still explains that by mentioning the alliance itself. So I feel like she got to her point.
And
but is
it's
that
real.
Her point? I don't know.
It's real though. I'm not gonna give the girl. I'm not just gonna give somebody the win. No shade, Aja. I'm not giving you a point just because. And it's never no shade, girl. You got it, I guess, but I wouldn't have gave my point to Aja. You already got 3 points, baby. You don't need any more.
No, that's what I said. Like, literally, I would have gave my shit to Phoenix. Like, they would have been mad with me because I would have gave my shit to a whole different person. Y'all wouldn't even check who I put my shit on. Okay. Basically, Aja has a diary room, and she's mentioning that, it's not giving me moo anymore. It's giving me boo. Period. Olivia says she's sorry that her actions, caused her to think like you have to be alone, that you can't trust me. But essentially, oh, is that the next notes? That is the next notes. Because they have this conversation so many
They
guys.
have it twice. They have the same conversation twice.
In the night before where they do the MVQ points, I was just like, well, I don't really trust her that much. Olivia immediately apologizes. She's like, we're all in this together. It's best to even out the odds. And Aja's like, Olivia's a backstabber, period. The next day, Aja mentions that she feels like she cannot trust Olivia. And Olivia's like, well, I hate that you feel that way, but I was doing what was best for all the melanated girls for the drag race cookout. So, we needed to be uplifted and all have a chance. And if I gave you this point, well, we may not all have had a chance.
I will say for this twist of the giving out the tokens, it does cause this type of turmoil. So I guess I do like it in that sense, because without this, there would be no conversation right here. So I'll give it that. I feel like it's causing drama. I do feel like it's giving the girls something to talk about, something to do. So I like it for that. I just feel like I just feel like they're not dedicated to it. I don't think they actually enjoyed the fact that Deja and Olivia were tied with Aja. I think they hated that. I think when they saw Deja and Olivia tied with Aja and Bosco, they were like, hold on, slow your roll. And I don't like that at all. But it is what it is. Olivia ate that up, if you ask me. No shade. I wouldn't have given it to her. Period.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And they're gonna have another conversation about this later, child. They keep talking about
it. Which I get it, because she gotta soothe Aja. She can't have Aja being mad at her because she still needs to get that point at the end, girl. No shit.
And Aja too. Aja was being very congenial because she, at the end of the day, she's like, "Look, I'm gonna need that point.
Right?
Keep it cute."
Keep it
Okay. And here go Phoenix. Phoenix is, pressed that she didn't get a point. She pressed that the blacks are linking. No.
Not the black. She is. That's literally what it was, though. That's literally
said,
what it was.
these girls are in alliances. That's very shady. I said, what's shady about the... Let me stop. But I do find it annoying a little bit that all of the black representation this season is in one bracket. Like, it's so funny that there was a big discussion about them being black, and they literally have a black alliance.
Yeah, literally.
But yeah, it's annoying because it's like, it's them three, Carrie, Kobe, and then what else? Nothing else?
That's
Nobody
it.
else?
I think that's literally it. Which is still because I was okay with it, but all of them being in the same bracket and two of them leaving in the bracket, it's like, damn, we're moving forward with only one black person to ever see in the entire rest of the show. And I feel like
Carrie ain't making it. No shade.
Oh, no,
it's no shade. It's no shade. She's no Sasha.
She's no Sasha. She's no Sasha.
So basically, we go ahead and get the Maxi Challenge. It is a makeover.
Woo! Love a good makeover, honey. This is my favorite. I know the girls in the chat last season, they were like, oh, I don't like this challenge. And I like the makeover challenge. I'm a big fan of the makeover challenge. I'm sorry, y'all. It's for me. I was excited.
In the UK version, they did a makeover, but because of COVID, they only could make over each other, which I thought was a really, really good twist.
That's fine too.
That was so fun to me.
They did that one of these seasons. They did this. They did that season 13. They literally did that season 13. No, they did. They did because Gottmik and Candy Muse made over each other, and that was the time Candy Muse argued.
In the UK, the twist was that whoever does it the best is safe, and then everyone who does it the worst is in the bottom.
Oh,
so that was interesting.
They was getting hot with it over there.
Yeah, they were getting interesting with
that.
So basically, each queen must make over one women's college basketball player. The person who gets to choose is the person who can hit the most free throws. Irene wins another mini challenge. I think she's like 100% winning of all her mini challenges. Like, I don't think she's lost one mini challenge.
She hasn't lost one mini challenge. Yeah, and she has technically lost the Maxis here. Not really, because it's two winners and they lip sync for it. She's been beasting. She hasn't lost anything. She's never lost. Period.
Love that for her. She's lost the top two lip syncs.
Do the lip syncs count as losing like a? It's not like a. She hasn't lost a challenge. She's lost the lip sync. She hasn't lost a challenge, ever, right? Like, do you consider losing the top two lip syncs?
Well, she lost the first Maxi challenge in season 1.
Okay. Yeah, she did. But that's it. Since this season, she's won everything. She's kind of that girl. Is my point.
I think the winner of the Maxi is the one who wins the lip sync.
Technically, I guess I get that because it kind of feels, because you're right. You're definitely right. But it kind of just doesn't feel like, no shade to me. She was the winner of the last Maxi with the improv. Like, I would hate to say Bosco. Oh, technically Bosco. Not really. She ate that the fuck up. She deserves her win. Period. And even with this, with Olivia,
it's just a top two.
Yeah, it's just a top two. Like, even with Olivia, I wanted Olivia to be top 2 because I feel like that's considered a win. Like, they get points for it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Edgar says they both won the Maxi. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like they both win.
Oh, okay, that's kind of.
And then they're lip syncing for that extra point. Girl, I don't know. Shit, who gives a fuck? Rube makes it up anyways, y'all. It's all made up. No shade, but we move. But yeah, I was excited for this Maxi challenge. Period. Oh no, that's right.
Yeah, I feel like the rules are slightly different in All Stars only because it is the top 2.
Yeah.
So it's like you do get some type of significance for winning the top 2 lip sync.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So basically, Irene wins, and she's like, she wants to pair the girls as fair as possible. They pair the girls off. I guess I'll say their names. They were on the episode. So Olivia gets Nevaeh, Irene gets Hunter, Phoenix gets Maya, Aja gets Talia, Deja gets Abby, and then Bosco gets Lauren. Mm-hmm. And they also need to create a performance for the song Shoot Your Shot. So
period. I like that they paired it with the performance because I feel like it can be boring to just do the makeover. So I'm glad it was makeover and performance. A lot of times they do performance, but I like that it was like a separate performance and a makeover because I hate when they do the come out individually one by one performance for this. I don't know why. It just doesn't feel as fun for me. I liked this one because everyone was on stage performing at the same time. I kind of liked that. Yeah. So it was.
I just feel like they do that a lot of the time, though.
Really? Okay, because a lot of times I see them do individual performance. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I could swear they individually
setup. Like they're all on stage and then they have a spotlight for one person.
Really? Okay, maybe I'm misremembering. Because I was thinking of, I don't know which season I was thinking of. Maybe it's the older seasons I'm watching. Because I'm watching older seasons, and in the older seasons, I remember them doing individual 1-by-1 performances, and then individually 1-by-1 doing their walkthrough. So maybe that's in the older seasons, and then the newer ones, it's more like this. I haven't seen a newer season in a while, child, other than the one we just watched. No shade. But yeah, this is cute. 2 of the girls who came in are sisters. Love that for them. So that was really cute. They were very pretty. They ate that up. I felt like Irene did match them up fairly, except for Bosco and Lauren and Olivia and Nevaeh. She gave Olivia a white girl. And then there's nothing wrong with getting a white girl, but I felt like she gave everybody else their same, skin tone, kind of, when it came to that. And then with Olivia, she gave her a white girl. I'm like, they're not the same skin tone. And then she gave Bosco a black girl. I'm like, why you didn't just switch them? I don't know. It was fair for a while, but now I was like, are you trying to keep my sisters down there? What are you trying to do? I don't know. That was crazy to me.
Well, Deja half white. Yeah. She was like, she'll find inspiration.
She'll find inspiration. Oh yeah, it was Deja. It was Deja. She got a white girl. Yeah, I guess, girl. It was fine. They did it. She made it work. Period.
So yeah, we go ahead and get to the workroom where we start the makeovers. Essentially, each girl gets paired up and then they have to start. So Deja, her inspiration, she didn't really go over her inspiration, but she's mainly talking about how she really needs to work hard this week because she's trying to make it into top 3. Child, good luck with that, mama. Child. Phoenix is talking about how she has been putting girls in drags for a while, so she's really confident. Like she
said she's finna eat this shit up, and she tried. She tried her best.
Next we have Irene. Essentially her girl is very feminine as it is, so she's like, I don't want to over feminize her. It wouldn't be unique to do that, so let's do this like horror sci-fi like clown type of thing, which at first I was like, I don't know what this is gonna give. Like I was kind of like,
I was scared.
What is this about to give?
Because I didn't like what is that girl name? Susie Toots. I didn't love Susie Toots campy version when she did her makeover. So when Irene mentioned it, I was like, is we finna get another basic Susie Toot thing where it's damn near a costume, no shade? But girl, we'll get there. Miss Irene the alien should never be compared to Miss Susie Toot. No shade.
Yeah, but don't ever do it. Eating it up. Like so far, if she was in a regular season, I feel like she really would have been the front runner. Like she would have had like she would have had like 2 maxis type shit. Like because she ate up the improv and she ate up this one. I think she would have had 2 maxi wins at least by now. And what was the first one?
I don't know,
but she was not beating Aja in that. She
wasn't beating Aja in the performance, but she would
have. Like. She really, I feel like I would have loved to see her on a flagship version just to see how she could eat those bitches up. Like no shade, wow. So next we have Olivia. I found her dynamic with Nevaeh hilarious because she's explaining to Nevaeh the drama that's been happening with Aja. It's not even any real drama for real, but she's explaining it to her. And Nevaeh is just saying, when you're working on a team, it's like healthy competition. And it's to kind of uplift us all. It's to help us all keep moving. And, Olivia received that. And she was like, okay, yeah. Like, it seemed like she needed some advice on how to, like, deal with it. I don't know if this was for the edit or if
this was for the edit. To me, I was like, this is for the edit. I saw this.
I was like, okay, it gotta be. Because what was this given? But then I was like, okay, why does Nevaeh seem more confident than Olivia? I don't know.
I loved Nevaeh.
I was getting because Nevaeh was like, oh, I think we have the family resemblance a lot. Yep. Like, I think we're gonna win. And Olivia was like, oh yeah, I have faith.
I feel like they look similar. When I saw them, I was like, they look similar. They have like that same very pretty smile. I love their smile. But I think it worked very well for them. Shout out to them.
I do too. That's why I feel like when it comes down to like, regardless of what the challenge was, the point was family resemblance. Like it could have been an ugly dress, it could have been an eleganza dress, it could have been a simple thing. It was family resemblance, and
they've got on people for not doing it before, so you think they'd reward it when they do it. So what the fuck happened, girl? Rue.
Shout out. But basically, we go to Aja. Aja mentions that she is a lyricist, a rapper, Aja the Stallion, and she's gonna eat up the category, the choreography.
Mhm.
And she's like, all of her lines fell apart, so she desperately needs to win this. And she says her inspiration is going to be like these hood fairies type of vibe.
Yeah.
It's funny because Talia was like, well, she's a good teacher, but I don't know about the rapping part because Mama was going off. It was definitely giving, I don't know, Eminem a little bit. Like she was going off. I don't know who else to
She
compare it
was.
to, but she was rapping fast. Okay,
She
like
was.
getting the enunciation and words out while doing that is like honestly a real good talent.
No, she eats that shit up. Honestly, when she said lyricist, I was like, girl, you just using big words. But no, it was giving lyricist, bitch. It was giving rapper, bitch. No shade. And she has music. So I believe her. She ate that up. Period. Period.
And next we go to Bosco. Basically, they didn't really talk about much. Bosco is like almost always joking around. I will say I find it funny, but I also kind of wish there was a level of seriousness, only because I did kind of miss that part of Bosco. Like, I think the problem is she was more serious because she wasn't doing as well. So I guess, it was like coming from a point of view of like that. Like you can tell she's like really, really confident. I don't want her to be like depressed, but I just kind of wish it was like not necessarily a joke every single sentence.
I agree. I see what you're saying.
Especially when it comes to like wanting a winner, because I think back to like Plain Jane. Plain Jane gave very much that when it came to like real conversation. And I would hate if it comes to a point where Rue is like, oh well, we feel like there's a wall up, or I don't know. He doesn't really give those type of
He doesn't do that
on stars, but just in general, I'm like, is she gonna be seen as someone as like a endearing winner for RuPaul?
Right.
You know what I mean? Because usually he likes people with a little bit more to them. But I guess he already has naturally so much more to her. So I don't know. That was just a little thing I noticed about her personality. It's like joke.
No, you're spilling. It's not endearing for anybody though. Like it's never endearing to just fully be on joke mode. Like I feel like she just needs to let her walls down a little bit, get more comfortable, maybe get with a girl she know a little more.
Because I don't know if it's that her walls are not down, because she seems so refreshed and new.
She seemed comfortable too. She seems comfortable.
I think it's just like a personal preference, maybe.
Yeah. No, I agree with you though. I do see what you're saying, honestly. Period.
But yeah, that was that. We go to the choreography. All the girls are kind of struggling to get a hang of it because this is drag,
Yeah.
This shit is kind of hard,
And they gotta like they have to make all of this shit up. So I definitely understand, to be honest.
For sure. And that's what's so interesting, because like once you see them like do these performances or do these raps and do these like everything they do here, it's like they're doing it from scratch most of the time, or they're like literally picking it up as they go along. Like drag queens are like hella talented. And I saw like around the time of the debate of Phoenix versus Ice Spice, a lot of people were saying that drag queens, they're not actually talented. They don't have to do much. They don't have to do certain things. And it's just simply not true. Like these bitches be working their asses off. Like I doubt most entertainers can do what drag queens do.
I didn't even know people were saying that. That's actually insane to me. Like no shade to Ice Spice. It might be shade to Ice Spice. Girl, you can't do half the shit that these girls are doing. 100%. Because it's not just the way that drag queens entertain is live. It's like in front of crowds constantly, and it's engaging very personally with the crowd. They're not just on a stage and everyone's looking at them. No, they're in the crowds talking to these people, touching these people, making jokes with these people. And they don't only have to be able to be good at performing. They have to be good at comedy, stand-up, they have to be personable. It's so much different shit. And they have a look on. They don't have a stylist, no shade. They don't have no PR person a lot of the time, no shade. It's not no shade to Ice Spice, but it's not what she's doing. She get up there, she shake her ass, and she get off. Wonderful. Great for her. She eats that up. She's talented in her own way. But these queens are doing a lot, period. Multiple different facets of like I feel like they're creative in multiple different creative lanes. It's not just no shade music or rapping. It's not just one thing. It's multiple different things. They're they're artists, bitch. They're creators. They're stylists. It's a lot. And their performance, and that some of them sing, and some of them rap, and a lot of them dance. Girl, boo, no shade. Don't do it. Don't do it on these girls. Not on the drag queens. Not those. But we move. Period.
Yeah, so basically the choreography, they kind of went through it a little bit. There's not really much to say. One thing I did find funny was with Olivia's, how Nevaeh is really taking the reins of this challenge. Okay, she was the main one doing the choreography. She was like, okay, what if we do this? And then we could do that. And then we could do this. And they were saying that it was
that way, I should go this way.
Right.
Period.
So then we get to the last day in the workroom before elimination. Phoenix tells us that she is going to recreate her iconic season 3 look with India Farah came in, and they were dressed as the same. It's no shade. India ate her up. It was real bad. Like, her look was so basic compared to India. For some reason, this entire time, I thought she was the one walking in, but she's not. And then also the whole prison honey thing, what she does on her look and the runway, I was like, oh, I thought you said that. So literally, no, I got it all confused. It was said to her, and she got ate up when India walked in. So Phoenix always just been, child, let's get you to bed. Aja and Olivia rehashed the situation.
Why are they back at it, girl? I was like, it's let it die, honeys.
Girl, please. This is important to me, Moo. This is important.
It is.
So basically, Olivia's mentioned. Oh, Aja mentions again that she feels lied to.
Yeah.
Olivia says, you know, what we talked about earlier, that basically, if she didn't give Deja a point, Deja may not have given her a point, and she would have been asked out of the competition. Essentially, I thought it would go more from there, but it doesn't. Basically,
no, they kind of just like, okay, girl.
Right.
Yeah. Honestly.
And then we get to Abby. She shaves her eyebrows, which I thought was hilarious. I have no idea.
She seemed very down, though. I love these basketball girls because they were very open and very down. They were more excited than the damn queens, it seemed like. And I really love that for them. I hate when they get like, well, not hate, because I guess it's challenging, but a lot of the times when they get like straight men or their dads or stuff like that, it's kind of, they got to kind of force them to break out of their shell. And then some girls get ones that are willing to do it, and some girls get ones that are not. And a part of me is like, is that fair? And then some of them have beards, some of them don't. I'm like, it's getting a little wonky over here. But with the girls, like they did amazing. They were all a part of it. They all felt very engaged with it. I love that for them down. I love the energy at 8, period. I know that's right.
Okay, and then Olivia asks them, what's the hardest thing about being a woman basketball player? They kind of go through some of the things, and I like these moments on the makeovers because it's like, you know, we get to learn more about people who are not drag queens, like while being experienced in while doing Drag Race as a type of like person to get makeover over. I don't know what to call them. Like what are they called? Volunteers? I don't know. I don't know. Mannequins, basically.
But no, I love this part too, especially when they get like people with everyday, like they got firefighters one time. I thought that was really cool because it's like they're talking from their firefighter perspective, if that makes sense. But yeah, this was a really cute moment as well. I really did like this for sure.
All right, we can just go ahead and go to. Should we talk about the challenge first or the runway?
I guess they're wearing their runways in the challenge, so maybe we should talk about the runway before we talk about the challenge, or do we care? I don't care. I feel like it don't matter.
Let's talk about the challenge first.
Okay, boom. Period.
So basically, I felt like, in my opinion, Aja had the best performance.
She did have the best.
The rapper. I mean, the choreography, the lyrics. I was gagging. Like, Aja is truly the performer of the season. Like, it's basically undisputed.
I feel like she was actually dancing. Like a lot of the girls, they were doing a cute little jig, a little shake to the left, shake to the right. Some of them weren't even doing good at that. No shade. Aja did a whole full performance, split, all of that. She ate it down. I loved her performance the most for sure. I loved it so much. It almost blinded me when it came to the runways. And I was like, wait, just give Aja the win. I don't know. And I was like, hold on, let me think. What's the real challenge? But I loved her performance a lot. It was a yes for me. It was a toot for me. Good child. Rudy in the chat says, I like this. He said, speaking of the firefighter makeover, Plastique and Georges were robbed. I remember them being robbed from that so bad. That was All Stars 9 where they did the Powerpuff Girls thing and he was pink and they were green and they were blue. I remember wanting them to win that real bad, girl. But yes, Aja ate this. She tore this. Aja tore this.
And she was my top. And I feel like my second best was Olivia. I'm sorry. I thought Olivia and her girl Nevaeh had so much chemistry with each other. They looked so similar to each other. I just feel like this was a really cute performance for them. They had a little choreography in there. They had these like bright, beautiful faces. I thought it was just a great presentation. Like I don't understand how, once again, Olivia wasn't in top 2. Like,
No,
to
I
me,
agree.
Olivia had the top 2 resemblance look, and she had the
Yeah,
top 2 performance. I don't
I
know.
agree.
That's just me.
I agree.
And then you have Irene. I feel like with Irene, it was definitely the resemblance that ached for her. The performance to me, I
It
thought
was
it
mid
was cute at first, like a little bit mid, but then she controlled it towards the end. I
for me.
like the little circus type move she was trying to do. It gave very much circus clown. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, because she was flipped over. Honestly, I feel like Irene, Olivia, and Aja were the only ones who did anything for me. No shade, I'm sorry. But the other 3 girls, I was like, this is bad. Specifically, Bosco. I was like, you're actually not doing anything. And then she was off the screen. I was like, is her verse the shortest or something? It just seemed like she was on the screen for 5 seconds. I was not enamored. I wasn't gagged. And they were barely dancing to me. And it's never no shade.
Yeah, I mean, Bosco gave literally no real category. I keep trying to say category.
Choreography.
She gave no real choreography at all. And I said, we'll talk about it when we get to the looks, but the family resemblance was not there to me. But literally they just stood there and shimmied. I'm just
literally
like, I don't know how Bosco gets top 2 over this. Like, she was literally last for me overall, because I'm just like, well, this wasn't really a performance. Like, all the other girls gave choreography to some extent. And they didn't do shit for real. It's no shade. It's no shade. Phoenix be trying. She do. She really do be trying.
Does she?
She does.
It doesn't feel like she's trying, but you know what it is? She's in her head, because they talked about it at the judges. The judges were saying it seemed like the whole time you were performing, you were thinking about everything you were doing. Like, you seemed very in your head, and I will give her that. She was moving slow. I'm like, no shade, but I can't get behind her. I guess she is trying though. Love that for her, but damn, girl.
Yeah. And then we have Deja. Her choreography was really stiff. No shade. I like that they did something, which is why I put her over Bosco. But the choreography was stiff. It was like, and for both of them actually, which is shocking, because Deja, I think it's a cheerleading coach or is a dancer of some sort.
Cheerleading coach.
Yeah, it just felt like even her moves were kind of like slow and lethargic. So I don't know. This was not a good end round for Deja at all, especially if she wanted to get to that top spot. But I'm not going to drag her too much, because that's my sister for real.
Oh, you know what? Boho Brownie says in the chat, Olivia's family resemblance and lyrics were fire. I liked her lyrics as well. Yes. I think I liked her rap, well, whatever, the best. Honestly, I liked what she was saying. Hers is the only one I remembered. No shade to the other girls. They were doing their thing. But when it came to because they also had to write their lyrics, I liked her lyrics. I remembered her lyrics. I loved it down, period. Loved her. She should have been in the top. And they played her, girl.
It's bullshit. No. And then you even go to the critiques. They were raving for Olivia, raving for I remember raving for Irene. But I don't even recall what they said.
They said Bosco did. But you know what they did? You know what they did with Bosco? Every time they talked about Bosco, they said, you came out and y'all were performing and your gown. It was so gorgeous. They kept talking about how gorgeous they found the gowns. And I'm like, okay, beautiful gowns.
Yeah, I don't understand that, especially because they told Deja they're not wearing the same color. They don't look like sisters at all. I don't think Bosco or her partner look like sisters at all. Like, I agree. The only thing that kind of gives like a yin and yang with the blue and red of it all, but it's like, no, they look like two separate deities. Like I said, like it doesn't really give much to me. And honestly, I didn't like Bosco's dress. I'm not gonna lie. Something about her partner though. What is her name?
She's an amateur.
A goddess, a Lauren. I don't know. It gave me Raja tease when she walked out. I was like, come on.
I see that
in general, she's like really tall and like beautiful. Like it gives model in general. Like she should look into doing modeling and basketball, because baby, that could be really good.
I see that. Period. Shit, let's get into the looks for real. Yeah. I want to see. Let's pull it up. Because she was very ethereal. I feel like she was ethereal as fuck. Ty says the makeover has become an extension of who has the best runway. That's what I was feeling in this, because somebody on Twitter mentioned, what is that girl name? They mentioned Olivia's, and they said Ru is never going to award someone who just has kind of like a pullover type of dress, because it's not a full Runway. And it's like, is it family resemblance, or is it who has the best gowns? Because all they said about Bosco was, I love your gown. It doesn't look basic like the other girls. Because to be frank, everyone other than Irene and Bosco does look like they kind of just had this in the vault ready. But they tell them to have stuff in the vault ready. They tell them to have a look ready for the family resemblance. So I don't think I fought them for that. But I guess they felt like maybe Bosco's looks like it was actually created for her model, while everyone else looks like they just had that in the vault. But it's not about
it. Doesn't really matter.
Is that what it's about?
It's family resemblance, and they have multiple times decided a winner based on who did the challenge the best. They praised her for the family resemblance. I didn't recall anyone praising someone for the actual family resemblance. She had a great performance. That doesn't make any sense. I don't believe Bosco should have been top 2 just because she had a more grand looking look. Like if the category was opulence, then yeah. But if we're talking about family resemblance, Olivia had the family resemblance.
There was none for Bosco and that other girl, not her sister. Bosco and Bosco's friend.
And then even Michelle said this is a good way of doing it without being matchy because they said that Phoenix was low-key giving matchy. Then they were like, well, Deja and her girl are not giving good looks at all. And I feel like you could say that Irene was slightly giving match, but that's only because of like the energy it was. In general, it was like 2 separate looks. I feel like even with Olivia's look being basic, it's like, to me, it gave 2 different like personalities. I don't know. I just enjoyed it, honestly. And I feel like
they liked it too, though. They praised.
Can't pick and choose.
They said it was good.
Pick and choose when the category of the challenge matters and when it doesn't. Because I've seen several situations where they'll award somebody and it's like, well, look what they have on. But it's not about the look. It's about who looked the most similar. So that was just my thing. And I would stand on it.
Yeah. I think this challenge is too ambiguous. And I can see I could see if that's why you don't like the challenge. I definitely get it. Because it seems like they kind of have a different criterion for who wins every single time, especially after seeing this. It's like, what? And then like I remember last season they didn't award Susie 2. Like Susie 2 didn't win that challenge. And I was like, if you're talking about who looks the most, it would be them, but they didn't give it to them. And it's like, is it about who looks the most similar? I didn't like that look. But is it about who looks the most similar, or is it about who has the best opulent look? What is it? It seems like it's something new every time, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
It changes for who they want it to change.
And that's the problem.
Especially because they didn't even give Bosco the Lipsync win. It's like, girl, y'all could have just left her out of it.
They knew they were just doing it to bring her to the win. No shame.
Yeah.
No shame. We moved.
But let's go ahead and get to these looking honors. First, starting with Deja Sky and Sophie Roches. I love that name, Sophie Roches.
That's a cute name, and it's a terrible look. They look a fucking mess. I hate it, and I'm so sorry. I know some of the girls got on me for being so mean and negative and da 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 da. Fuck somebody. Aja clocked me and said, "Let me be a little nicer." But how? While looking at this, I don't even know what to say.
They don't even look like cousins. Like I don't know.
They don't. These look like 2 hookers who were on the street.
I really want to know what Deja's inspiration was, what she thought when she pulled this out. Why did she think this was going to eat? I mean, nothing
Where
about
the family
similar. They have different hair, they have different makeup, they have different
heels.
They have
their heels aren't
everything. Nothing is the same. It's actually insane. Like this, you know what? I'm not gonna drag my sister.
Then they're ugly.
This is the excuse I'm gonna come up with.
Okay.
She either didn't have an extra green look or didn't have an extra pink look that fit the other girl. That has to be it. There has to be something.
She should have sold something together.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know, because she
no. This is what
even wearing anything. Honestly,
neither of them. This is not even a good look. Let alone it being a resemblance. It's not even good individually. If this was a single runway and she came out with this, you look a fool. I feel like if y'all aren't gonna look alike, they might. She was trying to give Wicked. Was she really
crazy, Rudy? I honestly, that makes the most sense. Let's say
okay. Chat. My question is, why is the girl's heels yellow? What made her think yellow heels?
Well, it's kind of a yellow tint in the dress. Like on the screenshot I took on the right, I kind of can see yellow in there.
But it's not the same yellow. Why would you do that? And why would yellow, black hair, and a green dress is already questionable. Well, not a green dress. This green dress is already questionable. It looks I hate this. Please change it. Can we move forward? Like, I don't like it. I don't have anything nice to say. Somebody said Deja flopped this season. I've hated every Deja look.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't hated her looks, but they definitely have not been the best. I mean, in this bracket, she's definitely been on the lower end. And if this was like an actual season, girl, her time would have been up.
Yeah, I even like Phoenix looks better than hers. No shame. But let me shut up.
Next, we have Irene the alien and Estelle the alien.
She ate real bad. Irene bodied this. Oh, they're so gaggy. I love the looks.
Yeah, this is cute, and they performed it really well. Like, they performed it so well. Like, and I think that, like, Irene is so lucky that she had someone willing to really, I guess, like, involve herself in the character. Like, you could tell, like, she's really having fun and she's enjoying this experience, and they're both just like eating up this like clown aesthetic. They look amazing. They look beautiful. Like, they look like, and no shade, Susie 2, get the fuck up. Susie 2, get the fuck up.
She stomped Susie 2 in the mud because I was talking about how I hated that Susie 2 look, and some of the girls were talking about how much they love the Susie 2 look, and it's like, I'm glad Irene did this, because this is how you do that Susie 2 look in an opulent way, baby. We're on Drag Race, but then again, this is All Star, so I do expect the best of the best. But girl, she washed the fuck out of Miss 2, and somebody said, Josh in the chat said, the makeup is great. I loved their makeup. When you had a close-up of her partner, whatever her name was, her makeup was beat to the house down, Henny. It was so I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, she's really came into this season and has been breaking down barriers. Like, wow. Like, if you thought Irene the alien wasn't drag competition, baby. And this is like the first time someone has, I won't say it's the first time, but this is an example of someone doing their original season and not being and coming on All Stars and showing bitches, oh yes, I'm that 100%. Bitch. I'm 100%. that bitch. Okay, with the drag, like, because I don't think, well, we really never got to see the showcase of her talent, and we were finally able to see it, and she's eating it the fuck up, mama.
Yeah. If anyone in this bracket were to win the season, Irene is the one who I would want to win. Honestly, if I had to choose anyone from this bracket to win the season, I would want it to be Irene. She has done amazing. She murdered this bracket in the top every single round. Give her the win. Give her the win.
Give her the win. And next we have Bosco and the Goddess.
I thought they looked pretty.
Cousins, girl. Look at these. These are, I don't even
know. These are Sanderson cousins, bitch. These are not Sanderson sisters. I thought they looked pretty. Personally, I did.
But they look pretty, but if I'm being honest, I don't even like the outfits. I like the Goddesses. I do not like Bosco's. I don't know what it is about Bosco's look. I'm not really feeling. I don't like the hair. And
I don't like the hair on either. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I'm just not living for it. Now, I do love the Goddesses look. I feel like, as far as like, if the challenge was who made over their girl the best, I would say Bosco.
Yes,
but the challenge is family resemblance, and I think that's where my issue comes in. That's where my problem comes from. Like, I just don't get how, like, top 2 is crazy for me, but I'm not gonna harp on that.
Top 2 is crazy because they don't look alike.
This was cute. Bosco's been really consistent in this competition. I just don't think this was the episode for her. As far as like providing a look, like, I can say how objectively she looks good. It's just, this isn't for me.
It's I think it looks good. I just don't think it's the challenge. The challenge isn't about, to be frank, this was the one challenge where it was not required to just look the best and walk out there in anything. The whole goal was for them to give family resemblance, and this is not sisters, this is not cousins. This is 2 deities, like you said, who lead their separate deities in the sun deity and the moon deity, bitch. That's what it was supposed to be giving. Like, the power of the sun and the forces of the moon come together at harmony. Like, it's giving red and blue. Like, it doesn't work though. I don't like it at all. I don't even know what she could have done to make this work, because I just think it doesn't work. Like, it would have had to be 2 totally different outfits, 100% that actually resemble each other. This does not. They're not a family. Next.
Yeah, no, it's not giving.
No shade. Like I can't
Oh my
get past.
God, Mary Judas had lover lesbians. It definitely gives that. It
Maybe
gives
that.
star-crust lovers, bitch.
Maybe
Not
that.
Sailor Moon 2025. I see that.
Maybe that. Like it's not giving.
I definitely see that.
Yeah,
Next, we have Phoenix and Heron.
Yeah,
Heron?
I think it was Heron.
What the hell is a Heron?
It's like a I thought it was like a heroine.
The point sends me.
They are very, 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 very simple,
Very
but
simple.
their resemblance.
It's definitely resemblance. Like that's the thing. Nah, I would still give it to Olivia because of the vibrance in the look. This is simple.
Definitely Olivia.
It looks like they wearing two styled up plastic trash bags. No shade.
Yeah. No, and it's me.
I think that she looks the Heron Maya. She looks great. She looks really amazing. When Phoenix said she could put girls in drag, she meant that shit because I think Maya looks great, but
she does look like India Farah. They said, why does the other girl actually look like India? She kind of does.
That was the point. I think that was literally the point.
No,
to make it the two styles of us walking in and seeing each other. But are you saying just like naturally?
I think naturally kind of a little bit too. But also,
I feel like makeup though.
I feel like she needs to. I don't like that the hair is the exact same. Maybe I'm doing too much, but I don't personally prefer that. I feel like maybe one should have been flipped to the other. Something. I don't think the hair is enough to me, honestly.
They twins.
They twins. It's just I don't think they like that. I don't think the judges like when it's so too similar. And I think and it kind of is too much.
I also feel like what outfit looks good. I think Maya outfit looks really, really good. Like I don't think Phoenix put enough time into her look.
I agree. I was gonna say they also probably should have done something more. I don't like another color. I hate how Phoenix is just black. Like, girl, I needed like a silver belt or something, girl. Like, it needs to be a pop of color somewhere else, and then maybe also add that pop of color to India Farah's because it's just not. It's not doing it for me. I think that's the one other thing I need. It's just too simple, but cute family resemblance. This is better than Bosco if you ask me. She followed the rules. Look similar. Be a family. So boom. Period.
Mm-hmm. Next, we have the winner of the episode, Olivia Lux and Octavia Lux. My number one queen, diva. Yes. Look at her living her best life.
The paint, bitch. Oh, yes. I love their makeup.
The beat. I don't know. They were having fun on that runway. To me, it gave family resemblance, not even just in the look, but in the way they interacted with each other. Like the energy, like two sisters. Okay, these look like two cousins. Okay, these look like mother and daughter. I don't know. Like I'm getting that vibe. Like I don't know. I think they look pish posh. Like honestly, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like I would not even say like basic in like maybe quality used to make the gown, but I think the dress itself. I like them. Them.
I mean, I think they are just dresses.
They're simple.
Like, they're very, very simple. But I don't think that's a problem.
Between simple and basic.
Nothing. I think basic is a negative version of simple. I think I would.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna call it basic. I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, I would say simple. I think it is simple, but I just really like it. I love what she did with like my issues with the. Who was Phoenix? Because low-key, Phoenix is the only one we've seen who could be even competition because none of the other two were a family resemblance. It's either Phoenix or them. And this is just way more dynamic. They're not wearing the exact same thing. They're wearing two of the same energy, but not being the same thing. The headphones really bring it together. I like that they're connected. The hair being opposite, but the same. The headphones being opposite, but the same. She put a lot of energy to it, and I love it. And I love the face up for sure. I guess if you wanted to say, it's clear that they just had something over. Technically, like in a way, it's not the same, but in a way, what Jules Sparkles did last season with the fluffy ass, Teletubby ass overhanging sweaters, I think they kind of see this in the same sense of you just put a dress on this girl and move it out. But I don't think it matters to me. It actually doesn't matter at all. It looks great. They look beautiful, and she put in work for it. Give her the win. And she ate up.
You lazy drag, no cinch, no padding, no silhouette, nothing. Baby, she don't need that. Do you need me to? Do you want me to call the house of Mimu? Do you need me to call Aja?
I will say I would have.
I
will say I would have preferred a cinch.
She don't need a cinch. Baby, this is literally the 70s look of the dress, the way it drops down into like this like angular thing. That's like that's what the look is supposed to give.
That is what it's supposed to give. I think that's just too simple for drag, honestly.
I
think
think the category was drag resemblance.
Was similar. And that is very see. I agree. She ate up the resemblance. No one else is touching her. Of all of the 3 looks we see, they're not even close. And it's more so the fact that everyone did bad. Like, this is great. This is the only other good look other than Irene. No shade. We can get to the last one. The last one was fine. But this is the only other good one, if you ask me. Like, this is great. She looks amazing.
Next, we have Aja and Tiva. Aja and Tiva? I don't even know her.
Y'all. I'm so sorry. I really do like this look. I'm not sorry, actually. I really do like this look. Like, I like this look. I don't think it is the second best. I do think Olivia washed her because it to me, it's a little too Disney. And, I don't like that. At first, I was hyping it up. I was like, I love this. She needs to win. Da da da. But I took my mind off and looking at it. It's pretty, but it's not enough. It's not. Honestly, this is less, in my opinion, this is less opulent than even Olivia's. And I was just talking about how Olivia just got some on. This isn't opulent for me. The face, the hair. I don't think they're giving drag enough, especially on the sister. I don't think the sister is dragified. This is just the sister's regular face. When they did the switch from the regular person and then this, it's like, girl, all she did was put on a wig and a dress. Like, where's the drag? No shade.
Yeah, I thought honestly this was kind of simple from Aja because there wasn't really even much resemblance. Like, it felt like to me they were just in similar Halloween costumes. And not to say that this dress gives like cheap Halloween. It's just it feels like you said, like I don't get the dragginess of it. However, it is a look. You know what I mean? I think as far as like resemblance, it matches in the fact that they're like both these like fairy princesses thing. But other than that, I'm not really sold on it. I felt like with the runway, I have her about middle of the pack. I think to me, Deja and Phoenix, they were the bottom 2 of this runway challenge for me. I thought Irene and Olivia were top 2. And I did think Bosco was third, mainly because to me, she did have that level of elevation as far as the opulence in the look. But I felt like family resemblance, Irene and Olivia gave it to me the most. But yeah, I mean, this was cute for Aja. It was safe for Aja. But I think this is also why she almost was cut, because I think sometimes she does go a little bit safe. But she's always killing it in the performance factor. And I feel like that saves her a lot.
So this is my thing. I feel like because Michelle Visage gave the critique that this is giving costume, and Aja kind of said she likes costume, like it's what she likes, and a part of me feels like, and it's not shade, it's nothing wrong with it. I feel like all of her looks have given costume in a way, shape, or form. The first Pokemon look, the second Pokemon look, the third Pokemon look, and then this. It's like, to me, she always gives costume. So I kind of got adjusted to it. And then Michelle hit me with that whiplash talking about she don't like the costume. How you don't like the costume, but she been wearing costumes this whole time?
But see, this is where I will disagree though, because while I think you're thinking Pokemon is costume. She turned those into actual fashion looks, in my opinion. We may not have liked the green look, but that was a transformed version of what Rosa Ray was. Same with the Smoochum inspiration on the Lipsync look, is especially the Jinx inspiration with that Mugler inspired red dress. Like I liked it. I feel like she transformed those Pokemon looks, whereas with this she just put on a green and purple dress.
Yeah, I could see that, because part of me, I kind of see these the same as those, and I guess maybe that's me not understanding the full reference. But you're spilling, because she did transform, because I don't know those Pokemon. Like, I kind of seen the reference one time or twice, so me seeing what she's wearing versus what they had, I can't tell how much of a transformation and how she like dragified it. To me, they all kind of just gave me this energy of, she has a costume on. But I actually don't hate this one, and I didn't really hate the last one that she had, but it's just not elevated, period.
Yeah. But that's all of the looks, child. Let's go ahead and get to the tier ranking.
Oh, period, queen. Child.
When I just see 6 people here, it sends me.
No, honestly, that's why I said child. I'm like, look at this.
So are we rating them based? Should we rate them based on the full 3 episodes?
I feel like we should, because their time's up. We're not going to see them we're only going to see 3 of them from here on.
So if that's the case, starting with Miss Phoenix, child, let's go ahead and put her in the Kaya Asylum. Phoenix, Phoenix Diva, you did your thing. You bust through. You came 15 years later, and you showed the girls that you can
Shout
keep
out to
up.
that.
You
Did
can
she?
keep up.
She showed the girls that she could show up for sure. She could definitely be there.
She could be there.
Keep up. Keep up is a big word, babe. Keep up.
Oh, we didn't really discuss the lip sync. Oh yeah. So
I have a
Bosco and
picture of the lip
Irene
sync.
were the top two in the lip sync. You say you got a picture of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pull it up. Not this one. This one.
So, I mean, the lip sync, I liked Irene in this lip sync. I mean, this should have been her second lip sync win against Bosco. No shade. But I like how she included that comedy. I think that really, really took it over Bosco. No shade. I don't think Bosco is the lip sync performer that she needs to be from 14. Like, I think there hasn't been that much of an elevation from 14 necessarily, which is why in that lip sync, Lollapalooza, girl almost got sent home. Like, I think a lot of girls could stump out Bosco, especially 100%. If this next round is a lip sync off, you know? So I don't know what she's gonna give there, but you know, it was cute for sure. I like Bosco on the stage. I just feel like there was something missing in the performances, just for me.
Yeah, I kind of miss. I think maybe it's just this bracket, but I miss like the stomp out lip syncs because Aja's was the best of all of the three brackets, if you ask me. But it was to a dumbass song, in my opinion. Didn't love that song for it. I feel like I didn't
either, in my opinion, for a lip sync.
This wasn't a good song either, and I feel like the songs have been bad, and then the performances have been mid for me. No shade. So I kind of miss a good performance. We haven't had a good performance in so long because last season they were sucking as well. So for me, it's like I'm deprived. I need somebody to come stomping it out. Where are the girls? Because this was like Irene won, but she wasn't gagging me the boots house down. You know, she just won.
Yeah, so, it was cute. Not one of my favorites at all. It was just a cutie lip sync. Honestly, I thought they were gonna give it to Bosco again. Not gonna lie, I was like, they're giving everything to Bosco at this point. Bosco. All right. Ciao. And then it ends up with the brackets being Irene with 7 overall, Bosco with 6, Aja with 5, because Phoenix gave her that little point. You know, girl, Aja was almost not up in it. She was almost not in it, girl. It came down to Aja, Deja, and Olivia with 4 each, and Phoenix had to give Aja that point, girl. If someone just became closer to Phoenix than Aja, it could have been all over. But that's why.
What happens if it ties, though?
What happens if it tied? He would have decided.
So what does that mean? Aja just would have got it?
Yeah. But no. Phoenix had the tiebreaker. Well, she said she could have gave it to Bosco, or she could have gave it to one of the losing girls. Assuming that she always gives it to one of the losing girls, she could have put Deja, Olivia in the top 3 if she wanted to.
Yeah, she could.
But that's why they need to play these games for real, like social strategy. Because why wouldn't you hoes besties with Phoenix? Because she didn't even choose Aja based on like that relationship. She just enjoys how she has been around the workroom, which has really been like entertaining. Like I like that she gave it to her for that reason. Like I think Aja, as far as the personality, someone who deserves to be on All Stars. I'm happy that Aja moved on over Olivia and Deja. I'm not gonna lie, but like girl, go in here and play Big Brother. You need to be best friends with all these bitches, okay?
So hypothetically, if Olivia was in the top this round, she would have gotten 2 extra points. She would have been at 5. Irene would have been at 7. Bosco probably would have got Phoenix's, would have put her at 5. Aja would have had 4. Deja would have had 4. So Bosco, Olivia, and Irene would be the 3 moving on, most likely, if Olivia had been at the top. So I guess Aja would have been snubbed out, which I prefer Aja making it forward, but I don't prefer the riggery because it did get rigged. It gave y'all didn't want Olivia to make it forward.
Keep it a $150. They played in my sister face.
They played in my sister face because she would have moved on. But yeah.
Now let's go ahead and get to the tier rank.
Period.
Now back to what we were saying. Phoenix is in the Kaya asylum. It's no shade. I like Phoenix. I love what she came to bring, and I do love that she showed us that she could still put out a look. Like I haven't hated her look. She's just had the worst looks out of the 6, honestly. And like so, it is what it is. But I really enjoy her. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I agree. She's very fun. She's sweet, so I'll give her that. For me, Olivia Lux is mid. She had
I'm fine with
a good episode, but the other 2 were kind of bad. So
I think it would have definitely been Child if it wasn't for this episode. I think she really controlled it this episode, and I like her for that.
I agree. Deja Sky is Child. She is Child.
Deja's Sky's child. She is.
Right.
I like Deja. I do. Look at me. I like everybody, clearly. I said I like Phoenix. I like Olivia.
You
I like
did.
Deja.
You
God
did,
damn,
girl.
I'm
It's okay.
congenial.
Them your sisters. Them your
I'm
sisters.
Miss Congeniality. My ass would win Miss Congeniality,
And
baby.
would.
But yeah, I mean, it just wasn't a good run for her. She has been in her head consistently throughout this competition, and she was never able to have a high moment. And that's why it fucking kills me that Olivia didn't at least get her top 2, because she did have her high moment. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not trying to shade Deja and Phoenix, but they flopped out. They flopped out. They were never gonna have a real chance, if we're being honest.
Real bad.
Olivia had her moment, and RuPaul would not give it to her. That pisses me off.
Mary said, "I would put all 3 in Chop, please." Honestly, like I do feel like I would have put Deja in Kaya Asylum, but I'm fine with being natural with Lee, because I know Lee like Deja, so I'm gonna just keep it cute or whatever.
I mean, honestly, Kaya Asylum would be fair for Deja. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's do it. Bye, girl.
I like my sister, but
yeah, I know. I was trying to be cute, but my first thought was Kaya Asylum. I was like, let me just keep it quiet on his phone.
I mean, now that it's brought up.
It's crazy because Leo be like, yeah, I like all the girls. They look, she did. She was just in her head.
You did this.
Okay, you're right. Irene the alien is my mother. She's at the top of the motherfucking list. This is my girl. She's the only one who was at the top on all 3 brackets. She won all 3 mini challenges, all 3 maxi challenges, and she won the last lip sync. All of her looks have been cunty, and she's eating it up this whole time. She was nice to her partner in this last one. She was very, very sweet. She gave us fucking entertainment because she was shading the girls earlier. Olivia had that wasn't that. Okay, let me calm down. But yeah,
you was going the fuck off.
Yeah.
No, she ate though. I'm so happy to have her come back on this season. And I think she really, really improved herself so much. I'm excited to see what she's gonna give. I just wish, because it seems like once we get to the semifinal rounds, looks aren't gonna matter at all. So, and if that's the case, that sucks, which is why I would want her on a actual flagship, because I want to keep seeing her looks. I want to keep seeing her give us looks and fashion and just show us her world of drag, because so far I've been so intrigued, and I would just hate if we're not going to get any more iconic looks from her.
I agree. That's going to piss me the fuck off. I hate what they have planned for this. Why is it not just why not just continue? They could have extended this or something, or they could have just did 2 rounds. I don't know.
They should have had all 18 in the workroom.
Yeah, they should have.
Like we said at first, it should have been 3 tribes in the workroom at once. Period. I say have them run them Survivor style. 1 tribe wins immunity. All 6 of those girls are safe. The other 2 have to nominate a girl. They lip sync. 1 of them hoes go home.
And honestly, I think the issue is the timing. But what they could have done is that 2 of them hoes go home. 1 from each bracket. 1 from each tribe goes home. Because I think their issue is, it would take too long because it's 18 of them. Fuck it. Send 1 from each bracket home every time a bracket loses. Period. But no. They wanted to do this dumb shit.
Or just something to have them all in the room at the same time. Like, even if they were still doing this bracket style, I would have loved them all to be here so we can continuously see the growth in all of them. This 3-episode thing, and then we're going to see them lip sync for the rest of the season, it sounds like.
Right.
Chop. That needs to be in the Kaya Asylum. That idea.
Do. The twist. Anyways. Bosco, what do you think? Because I have a hot take, I think.
The thing is, if I'm being honest, I didn't like her lip sync, and I didn't like this episode for her. I would say Camp. I think overall, she's definitely the best in this bracket, competing with Irene. But I think in general, Irene's the mother here.
Yeah. I my hot take, I was like, overall, I might feel mid on it. I'm not going to lie. That was a hot take, but I was thinking of her first episode, and there was nothing to think of. I was thinking of her second episode.
That iconic look.
That iconic look 8. I was thinking of that iconic look 8.
I was thinking of the runway looks.
The runways are eating. The runways are camp enough. Because in my mind, I was thinking of the challenges. I'm not going to lie. In my mind, I was like, the second challenge, I didn't think she was the second best. The first challenge, I didn't think she was the second best. And this challenge, I didn't think she won any of the maxis. If you ask me, no shade. She didn't win any of them. So that's what I was thinking of. But the runways were eating. So I'm down with camp, honey. But the challenges weren't eating. No shade. I said what I said. Y'all in the chat shocked. The challenges weren't eating. Which challenge did she run? Which challenge did she eat?
I mean, according to RuPaul, the last 2.
Aja, I don't want to move her, so I'm gonna just shut up because this is my mother. So I'll let you have it. What you feeling?
I would say Camp with Aja as well. I low-key feel like Irene should be the
That's
only one in
fair.
the mother category because she's been the
I
most
agree.
consistent, in my opinion.
I agree. I do agree. I can't play you, but Aja's my mother. But Aja's my mother
as well, but she's my camp mother.
Somebody said, who the fuck was second place last week then? Deja. Ooh. Sorry. Not with that look.
But, and that's a hot take because Deja had her moment too, and she was bought out by Bosco. You see how 2 rounds in a row,
right.
the black girlies, the black girl
right.
there, black girl.
I will say Deja. This is the issue. This is the issue.
Was supposed to be in top 2, 3 episodes in a row, and RuPaul took that from RuPaul. Step to the mic. Are you not a part of the Melanation Station? Did you see the alliance and you said, "Oh no, we can't have that"?
Don't park her like that. She's just beat them allegations. She just put in the work to beat them allegations. Don't do this stuff.
Let's wake them back up.
Let's wake it back up.
Wake them back up.
Let's wake it back up. I will say the only reason last episode I was okay with Bosco is because that runway is hideous. Deja has looked hideous every single time she came out. I hate it for her. So that's the only reason.
Why who they said the same thing?
That's what they say. But no, that's the issue. That's the only reason I would say I guess Bosco. But now if I'm looking only at the challenge, I think Deja made me laugh more than Bosco. And that's just me. That's just how I feel. I wouldn't have put Bosco that high personally. But it's the runways take it. The runways take it. But is it about the runways? I don't know.
It's about the runway. It's also about the challenge.
Who doesn't know?
This is also our ranking.
That's
and
real.
This is my ranking. I feel
comfortable
with this.
That's real. I'm fine with this. All right, let's lock it in. These are the girls.
Should we keep these girls here, and then when we do the next 2, we just add on to it?
I think so.
Let's do that, and then we can see who's the ultimate other top girls after.
Because I made that hot take that I'm like, I would love for Irene to win the whole thing after seeing this performance. But you know what's crazy? This might be the only maxi challenges we see of these girls. Like there might not be any more maxi challenges. So it's like based on these, I'm like, Irene has killed it. So I guess we'll see for the pink and the purple team. But after that first 3 brackets, they're not going to do no more maxis because they're weird and stupid. I hope they do. Maybe they'll do the snatch game the first round. And then that last round.
No, they're doing the makeover. They're doing the ball for the first round.
No, I'm saying like maybe when all 10 of the girls are there.
Oh, yes.
First episode, because there's 2 episodes. So I'm like, maybe that first episode will be 1 maxi. And then that second episode, they'll lip sync. But probably not.
Yeah, because they also revealed the twist, which is the wild card lottery. Prior to the grand finale, each judge will select 1 eliminated queen to enter a lottery. They're going to spin that lottery, and the winner gets to re-enter at top 10.
Yeah.
And there are apparently 2 maxi challenges after the merge, which I don't know.
Okay.
So we will get a few more looks then. I'm excited about that. 2.
Okay.
Well, but at least it's something, child.
Yeah.
Hulahay also asked that who are your predictions for next bracket's top 3? Lydia, Isabel, and Lydia, Mistress, and Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah, first of all, y'all already know RuPaul is getting his twinks into top 3. Lydia and Georges are confirmed top 3.
I don't think it's gonna be Lydia.
Competition, Mistress is gonna wash Carrie, Nicole Page, and Tina Burner. Tina Burner and Nicole Page and Carrie might as well hang it up, honestly. Because I think based on their original season, none of them are competing with Georges, Lydia, and Mistress.
I think Carrie is gonna outdo Lydia. I think it's gonna be Carrie, Georges, and Mistress.
Girl, they already got the trans representation. He gonna let Carrie.
He's
gonna let Carrie go. He is gonna let Carrie go. He said, he is not gonna keep that. He be cherry picking. He be cherry picking. He like, okay, well, we're gonna have the representation here. We're gonna do this here. We're gonna do that here. He gonna let Carrie go.
So this is what I think.
Even if Carrie is better, he gonna let her go. I'm telling you, that's how he be doing.
What I think. I don't think Lydia is ever gonna be gifted a star. I don't think she's ever gonna be gifted a star the entire 3 rounds because no one knows her.
She'll get into the lottery.
I think that's more likely. I think Carrie will actually be able to get gifted a badge because she's friends with the girls. And maybe win a maybe even not win a challenge. Maybe just get on based on gifts. But I'm like, Lydia
too highly of Miss Carrie, but we're gonna see.
I just think I'm thinking lowly of Lydia. I don't think Lydia has.
And I think that's your mistake because you forgot that quick that RuPaul is in love with Lydia.
I don't think RuPaul is in love. RuPaul is in love with Lydia.
And the first challenge is a ball.
And the first challenge is a ball.
I don't see how Tina, Carrie, or Nicole Page is going to serve a ball. Now, George is low.
Carrie maybe could.
Okay, you're right. Carrie might. I just don't think that Carrie's performance in her original season
wasn't good.
Is going to live up to the other.
I compared it to
I do think she could beat Lydia. I just feel like Lydia is more of a fan favorite. So as long as Lydia can do
that's true
half as good as Carrie, that's gonna be enough.
That's true. That's very true. But it's not gonna be Nicole Page Brooks and Tina Burner. But that's the thing. I kind of feel like it's sad because it's funny, but it's sad because it's like I kind of feel like Ru set it up to where she put Nicole Page Brooks, Tina, and Carrie so that they could lose.
It's all a setup, girl.
Like I feel like she knows.
Just like how he did to Acid Betty. Who else on there? Acid.
I don't know.
Girl, Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Cynthia Lee Fontaine. Like she put one
Lee
super
Fontaine
old
got
queen on all of
twice.
These.
I think Acid Betty got double digit. And who else is in that purple?
Alyssa Hunter. She's setting up Alyssa Hunter. So it's gonna be Diabetti, Ginger Minch. Oh well, I don't know about Denali. Maybe it's Acid. Maybe it's Acid Betty instead of Denali. Maybe it's Acid Betty, Diabetti, Ginger Minch.
You're right. That could switch it up. But this bracket, I think before going in, I thought the orange bracket was going to be an interesting one. But it gave very much. We knew the 3 by the second episode.
I thought it was going to be chopped. No shade.
Well, no, I didn't think any of them were necessarily going to be chopped because they like all of them even out to a certain extent because of the queens that they get.
That's true.
I thought the most competitive tier was the pink one though. That was the gaggiest one. No shade. And then I thought purple would be kind of competitive as well because they all seem like on the same tier. This one, it's like I think they're going to be messy as a bracket, but very messy. I mean, I just think it's obvious who's moving on with this one.
Yeah, it is, and it almost feels like a setup specifically for Tina Burner and Nicole Page Brooks. But I kind of felt like even on this one, we can say there was 3, but in a way, Olivia was competition, and I feel like the next bracket we're gonna see that it's 3, but like Carrie is gonna be like, I guess Carrie could have won one of those rounds, or I guess that 4th person. I think it's 2 people that are clearly a chop. And this one had 2 clear tops. You see them in the Kai Asylum. I think next bracket is going to have 2 clear tops. And I think the last bracket is going to have 2 clear chops with Cynthia Lee Fontaine and Alyssa Hunter. Who are the other 4?
Don't do it yet. Don't do it. I can talk about
Cynthia Lee.
I know Cynthia. You can't talk about
Well, let's just say what Josh said. To me, Cynthia is a weak drag race contestant.
Well, the girl got pinned twice, so that's the truth. But still, I can talk about her. You can't. Don't do my cuckoo. Don't do my cuckoo.
She better eat me.
I hope you like her though.
Because I came in not liking, not knowing who Aja was, and then I kind of went in hard. But I'm in love with Aja. Is my favorite contestant here so far. So anyone can
not just because you got checked,
and it's not just because I got checked. Oh, that checking didn't do shit. Trust. But yes, child.
But yeah, girl. I mean, that's it, child. That is it. Go ahead and get into our other teams of the teams.
You got it.
What day is? Oh, Monday and Wednesday, y'all. Get into Love Island because we just did our Casa Amor recap. Monday, we're doing movie night recap. So if you know Love Island, if you know about movie night, be there Monday. Also be there Wednesday because we go live again for our Reality Rewind series. That night on Wednesday, we talk about Survivor 48. You ain't got to be there. We don't even want to be there. Thursday, we're doing the finale. Oh, yeah. Next week, it's the finale of Survivor 48 and the finale of Survivor Borneo on Thursday. So go ahead and check in with us on Survivor Borneo.
Yes.
Amazing Race is over. Pharaoh already did the finale of Amazing Race. So our Fridays are open. We're hosting on Fridays. And coming soon in about, 2 to 3 weeks, we will be doing the BB5 rewind. We're going to talk about all your faves. We're going to talk about Diane. We're going to talk about Nicole. We're going to talk about Marvin. We're going to talk about who else is there. Okay, the backdoor strategy, the 6-figure plan. Okay,
Period.
And if you want to get into our reality rewind, wrong section. So if you want to watch Love Island with us next Monday, please watch episodes 25, 26, and 27. If you want to watch Wednesday with us, it's going to be 28, 30, 31, and 32. Period. And we are holding a vote for the next top 10 of Reality Rewind. Get your votes in, child. Because if you do not know, especially you drag race girlies, okay?
Get them.
Love Island got into top 10 on 5 votes.
That's it.
And she won after being in top 10. Get a Drag Race season in there, and maybe the girls will vote her. You only need a few points. And I'm not saying if you're one person, go vote multiple times, because a few girls not getting that. A few of the girls are not getting that. Do not, if you want to, this day vote one show, the next day vote another show, the next day vote another show. Those will all count as one vote towards those shows. That's fine. That's acceptable. We're opening that door. Do not go and spam one show.
Don't do that.
It will only be one vote. And we know when y'all do it. So please don't do it. Please. I beg you, actually. But yeah, get your show up in the top 10, bitch, okay? Because who knows who can win? We didn't think Love Island was going to win, and look at us covering her. And I'm so happy it did. Good God.
Hey, man.
We ate that up, okay?
Period.
And of course, check out the Scripted Kingdom hosted by our king, Pharaoh. We will be going to go see Final Destination this Sunday, Miss Bloodlines or whatever, so he will be, I'm assuming, posting that next week. I can't say what he's going to post because, girl, he doesn't be posting like that. So he should be posting Black Mirror. He should be posting a review for Friendship. He should be doing a lot of things, and let's pray that he's gonna get them out. If y'all send him $10,000, he could have had all this shit out by now.
I could have. I think that's what
y'all want Pharaoh to quit his job so y'all can get content every single day.
I want to quit my job.
$10,000.
We need the money.
Give me whatever rich sugar daddy in Dubai is watching. Call us.
Call me. Beat me if you want to reach me.
Call me, beat me if you want to reach me. So thank y'all for keeping it real with the Reality Kingdom, bitch. We're motherfucking out.